Hi everyone, it's Brian. I'm going to show and share with you some ideas about legalization of marijuana in Ecuador. Well, let's start. This is marijuana. Yes, it's only a plant. Its scientific name is Cannabis sativa. The controversy lies on its high content of THC. This is a substance that generates a psychoactive response that alters the nervous system of the consumer. I'm sorry by the voice because of the weather. I'm flu. Well, let's continue. Um, Marijuana as an alkaloid worldwide has generated a great debate in the last 10 years in countries such as Uruguay, uh, Spain, um, Portugal, Holland. The production, sale, and consumption are possible. They are legal. Uh-huh. These are legal. Um, taking into account consider taking into consideration the Uruguay, with this measure, it sought to combat drug trafficking and the problem it entailed, for example, prostitution, hire killers, money laundering, and what about that? What has been achieved for so far is to implement a system of 14 pharmacies. The, these pharmacies have state licenses, and due to low prices of alkaloids, $1.14 per gram. With these prices, they have managed to limit the black market competition. Uh-huh. Um, Let me check. Nowadays, medicinal use of marijuana has been become esteemed throughout Europe and United States to its beneficial effects against stomach problems, pains, any pains, or specifically multiple sclerosis or cancer. They are used and they are recipe by the doctors. Everything. Mm, According to the detractors, um, legalization. I remember that, or they show that the international trades proposed by organisms like ONU will be violated. By legalizing marijuana, the rates of misuse in children and young people will be out of control. In relation to negative effects on health, they show that they the connective capacity of the consumers will be affected. Its consumption, I read that they show with scientific reports, and it's amazing. Um, the consumption, they say that the consumption is considered as one of the factors that elevates the percentage of people with schizophrenia. Uh-huh. Um, some more interesting facts. The government of Spain, faced with the growing number of HIV infections, they made the decision to decriminalize the recreational use of marijuana. Thanks to this radical initiative, HIV infection drastically reduced from 104 cases per million in 2000 to 4 cases per million in 2015. And it's amazing. Um, well, according to the Ecuadorian government has pronounced and prefers to evaluate the issue. This is an issue, ensuring that there are problems that are demand higher priority. They say that. It should be noted that in 2013, the country decriminalized the maximum dose for consumers of cocaine, marijuana, and heroin. And we can see this in a table that the police has. And finally, in conclusion, well, after presenting these ideas, I think that Ecuador has the sovereign right to make any decision that, coupled with a national reality, only benefits to the community or collectivity. Um, so I personally I agree with the legalization, taking into account the example of Uruguay, um, which, despite of the problems, obviously, that the decision that has made remains in force. Thanks.